Okay, so let's try and figure out our way out of here now. Oh, that's something else that'll happen. Oh, god dang it, I'm still doing that. So, if you look at the top right, not only will you see where you are in relation to the map, each Crom will actually warn you when enemies will pop up. So pay attention to that, and you should know when things are going to attack you before they even get their moves off. It makes things easier when you're actually trying to get around certain dungeons and stuff. So yeah, see, like right there, not all of your moves are going to trigger a session. Only certain moves will. Don't worry about overspending on your magic and stuff either, because for one, all of your skills right now are actually pretty cheap. So just for now, keep more attention on your health. Right now, Dia can pretty much fully heal you, so you shouldn't worry too much about taking damage. I know I'm getting a little low on health, but sometimes you can dodge things, other times it's a little harder to dodge. Also, the nice thing is the game will auto-lock onto whoever has the lowest HP whenever you use Dia, which is very helpful. For now, though, again, you can also set auto to just speed through battles, which now that I've pretty much explained the basics of the battle system, I'll probably be doing that. It'll save me time. Oh, sweet! We got Rakukaja! Thank God! This is where the Shin Megami stuff sets in. Rakukaja is your defense buffing spell. You're going to be using that move a lot in boss fights. Ooh, sword lunge. Alright. But yeah, Rakukaja. Really want to get good at using that. Because you're going to be using that all the time. What do we got in here? Revival beads. Okay, and that's pretty self-explanatory. They revive a fallen ally. It's convenient that they give you 2 right from the start, in case you forget to heal and such. So, when we come up to a door like this, you see this little symbol on it? The mysterious power is protecting this wall. There's nothing Itsuki can do right now. Yeah, right now we can't do anything. There's going to be also some backtracking in this game because, yeah, we'll deal with that later. Thankfully, the backtracking in this game is not too terribly bad. The dungeons are pretty straightforward, so you'll be able to get back to old places pretty easily. Itsuki, are you okay? Yes, somehow I found Tsubasa. Somehow I found Tsubasa too. We're all right. Where even are you guys right now? I have actually no idea. Gah, you dumbass. Okay, look, you guys gotta find the exit. Got that? There should be a round building somewhere south of you. The exit's near there, so get moving. And be careful. You guys better hurry up. That must be it. And this is why I healed right away, because I remember this game. There's gonna be... So yeah, not only is Rakukaja the defense buff, it raises the entire party's defense. It is super broken. I'm gonna get a session off of you. Good. I can one-shot this thing. Oh, you can also, in this version, you can turn on quick sessions if you don't want to watch the attack animations go off all the time. That was something that was added for the Switch version. And we got a 1-star prestige. Depending on how long your session lasts and who you use the session on, you will earn prestiges, which you're going to need to unlock things later on in the game. We'll get to that when that becomes applicable.
化け物たちが落とすこれってなんだろう。
それはパフォーマだ。おそらく人間たちから奪ったものだろう。
パフォーマ。あなたたち人間のみが持つ内なる力、そして私たちのような存在の糧となるものよ。
オーディションの司会者はこのパフォーマーを狙って人をさらっていたのか。
でもこれキラキラしてて綺麗だね。翼の中からもパフォーマーの輝きを感じるわ。
人間の持つ力か。
So we got Performa, and what's Performa? It's basically just... You know, honestly, I don't know too much about... I don't know all the terminology from Persona lore. I only watched my brother play Persona 3 and 4. This was the first actual Persona game I ever played, which is also why I was really hoping that Persona 5S was actually a straight-up port of Persona 5 to the Switch, but it's not. And I haven't gotten Persona 5 Scramble yet. I want to. I've heard nothing but good things about it. That's also another game that people were really confused by. We all thought Persona 5S was going to be Persona 5 Switch, and it turns out it's a sequel to Persona 5 with Musou combat. Okay then. But from what I've heard, it's actually super good, and I will eventually pick it up one of these days. But let's see, can we actually see what... Oh, if you press select, you can turn off the... You can turn off the map if you want, but why would you want to do that? Let's see something here. Let me see if I can show off what... If I can use the... I don't think I can show off what Performa does quite yet. Oh, no, here we go. 1-star prestige. Rarity 1 star. And it'll also tell you where you can find more of these, because when they become more applicable, you're going to want to farm for them. And you're going to want to farm for a lot. I will just say that right now. You're going to be farming prestige a lot in this game. Alright, well now we got some cast stars. I believe these guys are weak to lightning. Yes. That's another thing too. Sometimes you don't get a chance to show off what enemies can do because you can just kind of like take them out in a single shot. But if you're really good at Shin Megami Tensei games, that shouldn't be too much of a surprise, because if you know how the combat works in this game, you can break it super easily. Also, I just want to say, Atlas is... If there's one thing Atlas is really good with, it's the music. I mean, I'm a fan of video game music in general for a lot of things, but holy cow is the music in this game super good. I love it. I kind of wish that either this version, like, I wish this version came with the soundtrack, at least, because honestly, the little extras they have in this particular version, like, they're good, but it could have had so much more. Now, see, that's a good level up. See, if this were Fire Emblem, I probably would have only gotten 3 of those instead of, like, Jesus Christ. Look at all that stat ups. So good. Oh, strength boost already. Don't think that this game's gonna stay super easy this long, because it's not. It's just this early on, you're gonna be getting into a lot of early battles where you can grind on things, and you probably should. I would suggest maxing out Tsubasa and Itsuki's weapons before you move on. And I said, don't worry too much about running out of magic. You can escape from battles, that'll be helpful for later, but right now we don't really need to run away. Get rid of you, and then this session should finish off the other guy. Oh, not quite. Okay, now I can kind of just hold off on using spells here. My EP's getting a little low. You do have items that will revive. There are items you can get that'll fill up your EP gauge. For now, I'm pretty much okay. Still got a decent amount of HP for now, and we should be okay. Also, we're coming up on a healing spot in the top left there, so... Oh, I should show up. This is what quick sessions look like. Yeah, they go by much faster. So that's another quality of life update that the original did not have. Normally you'd always have to watch the session animations, but with the Switch version you can actually fast forward through them, making it go by a lot quicker. And we learned Tarukaja. Raises the entire party's offense for 3 turns. Yes, please. So Itsuki can buff the party's defense, and Tsubasa can buff your attack. This early on? Oh, you better believe that breaks this game early on. If you, this is why you try to. This is why I suggest you try and keep your EP filled up as much as possible. However, if you come over here, a mysterious power envelops Itsuki's body. Itsuki's party was fully healed. Thank goodness. So if you want, you can grind off of these guys a little bit. Oh, he dodged. Good job, Tsubasa. Word of warning though, enemies can also session off of you if they hit your weakness, so just be careful about that. It's not the worst thing in the world, just keep that in mind. For now, unfortunately, we can't learn any other skills for Chrome and Sheeta. But that's fine, we don't need to learn any more skills right now, honestly. And we go over here. We will have the boss door. Have we take this elevator down, this should bring us to the other side of that wall that we couldn't break earlier. And we still cannot break the wall from that side. That's okay. Oh, god dang it.
こんなところで死にたくない。この手応え。せやった。
And that's what auto battle can look like. I think from this point on, though, unless battles end in like a turn or two, I'm just gonna cut those battles out. But yeah, even with auto battle still makes this go by quite a bit faster. But anyway, usually this ominous looking door means we are going to be coming up to another boss. Just in case something happens. I'm not expecting it to, but let's throw caution to the wind here and do a quick save. Because I've been recording for a while and I don't want to lose this recording session.
オーディションの司会者。
シーラめ、取り込まれやがって。俺から逃げられると思うな。で、そっちの男、貴様は誰のマスターだ。随分と強いパフォーマーを感じるが。
いつ今までの敵と違う。気をつけろ、いつき。
クー見つけた。シーラだけでなくクロムの器も見つけた。
無事か、いつき。ね、その声。トーマくん？待たせたな。ヒーロー参上だぜ。
Oh, sweet, Touma's here! Yes! Ah, Touma's so great. If you like Super Sentai, you will love Touma because he embodies that this entire game and it's freaking awesome.
人が増えた。全員俺と共に来てもらうぞ。
そう簡単にいくかよ。逆にあんたからそのミラージュを追い出してやるぜ。焦るな、落ち着け。
Alright, so we got our first major boss fight with Gojin. With most bosses and stuff, I would say start the fight off with Rakukaja. Start off with as many buffs as you possibly can, because you're going to want to do that. This early on, be very mindful of that. Touma starts off with Skewer, similar to Tsubasa, because he also uses a spear. He actually uses lances and javelins. They're slightly different from spears. He also has Fire Striker. So, rule of thumb for most bosses in this game. Start your first turn with any buffs you possibly have. Defense buffs, attacking buffs. Trust me, it'll save you a lot of grief in the future. Buffs last about 2 to 3 turns, and you can tell when they're about to wear off because the little icon underneath your EP bar will start blinking. So be sure to keep that in mind while you're playing. It shouldn't be that hard to notice. This game also does run on Fire Emblem logic, where this guy here uses a sword. So I believe, I think that's a sword, so that means he will be weak to lances. Just like in the weapons triangle for Fire Emblem. Swords beat axes, axes beat lances, so swords beat axes, axes beat lances, and lances beat swords. So keep that in mind too. This game doesn't fully tell you about that. It's more going to off the assumption that you've played Fire Emblem before, so you know what that means. But see, if you use the weapons triangle logic to your advantage, you can extend your session combo. And that's pretty much all it's going to come down to with this boss. Gojin's pretty simple. He's the first boss in the game, so you shouldn't have too much trouble with him. As long as you buff yourself with Tarukaja and Rakukaja, and keep an eye on that, and just get him with sessions now that you have Touma, it'll make this fight go by pretty easily.
Itsuki, Tsubasa-chan, 大丈夫か? いつでもいいぞ.
Don't worry too much about your EP in this fight. It basically wants you to just spam Touma and Tsubasa's weapon skills. Now is going to be when the fight gets a little bit tricky here. You have 3 chances to guess which one he is. So this is total guessing at this point. And here's what happens when you make a mistake like I did. Ow. Yeah. Yeah, that can happen. Like I said, this is why you buff. And And thankfully my Rakukaju went through and stayed up, because otherwise Touma would be dead by now. Yikes.
まだ敵がいるのか。難しいかも。
So yeah, bosses can still be kind of a pain.
じゃあ俺も本気で。よし。どうよ、俺の槍は。
Oh, also, the longer your sessions go, the more extra items you get buff up as well. But we should be good. We should be able to finish him off this turn, actually.
まだ倒れねえの。
And got him.
よろしく。
Easy.
貴様らのパフォーマーをあの方に捧げるつもりだったのに。
Since the enemy's remaining HP decreased to 0 during a session, an overkill occurred. When an overkill is active, the remaining attacks in that session will ignore the enemy's resistance, nullify, repel, and drain. So basically, any stat buffs, they don't exist anymore.
親玉、討ち取ったり。
And everyone gained a level. Sweet. By the way, I'm not going to point out all of the in-game achievements that you unlock, because you get a lot of them in this game. Alright, and Touma and Kane got their first skill, Poison Skewer. Alright. So Touma, I'm going to say right now, he's probably my favorite character to play as in this game, because he has all the debuffs. All the debuffs. And you need all those. So Itsuki and Touma are the perfect combo in this game, because Itsuki gets all the stat buffs for the party, and Touma gets all the debuffs. Combining both of them, you will dominate this game if you have the right setup.
悪のミラージュ、討ち取ったりってな。
勢いに乗ったいい戦いぶりだったぞ、トーマ。だが、まだ動きに無駄が多いな。
ああ、はいはい、分かってる分かってる。けどな、物事にはケレン味ってもんが必要なんだよ。というか、死んでねえだろうな、この人。なあ、カイン、確かこれで元に戻るって言ってたよ。
そのはずだ。しかし、ミラージュに憑依された人間とは、ああも変わってしまうのか。
おっと、紹介しておくぜ。こいつはカイン、俺の相棒だ。で、カイン、こっちは樹と翼ちゃんな。
青い樹に織部翼だな。君たちの名前はトーマからよく聞いている。面白い友人だと。
面白い。
樹、お前がイドラスフィアに入ったって分かったときはゾッとしたぜ。イドラスフィア？今いるこの世界のことだ。マジで心配したんだからな。ごめん、悪いとは思ったんだけど、あの時は翼を助けることだけで頭がいっぱいだったんだ。んなことは分かってる。俺は樹ならそうすると思ったから釘を刺したんだ。お前はこういう時平然と無茶するからな。でも今回はさすがに頑張りすぎだぜ。それよりトーマ、どうして黙ってたんだ。こんな危ないことに関わってたなんて。ヒーローは正体を隠すものだ。特に親しい友人にはな。トーマ、正直なところ樹に余計な心配をさせたくなかったんだ。だから黙ってた。 すまなかったいつき。
いや謝ることじゃないよ。トーマの気持ちもわかるし。
サンキューいつき。っていうかお前もミラージュマスターになっちまったんだな。
ミラージュマスターって？
カインたちのことをミラージュって言って、ミラージュと共に戦う人間をミラージュマスターって言うらしい。
なるほど。
お前落ち着きすぎだろ。なんでそんないつも通りなんだよ。
そうかな。
強いな、いつきは。それじゃここで話してても仕方ねえし、さっさとイドラスフィアを出ようぜ。